Okay, everybody, here I am with another OpenBOR game. This is City of Heroes. They added some Marvel characters, so I guess the way this is listed is City of Heroes Marvel. This is version 3.0 build 4086, if that makes any difference. Look at how they've made the characters with the in-game thing. Look at Batman's foot. You can tell there's toes there. So they used the engine for City of Heroes and made their own custom heroes out of it. They're not official heroes. They're just kind of like ones they made themselves with the graphics, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I thought it would be kind of fun to give it a shot here. So let's start the game. New game. Let's see, I could be Green Lantern. Oh boy. Not many to choose from, huh? Well, I want to play as Batman. Okay. Now, of course, this is all like in Mexican or Spanish. I'm sorry, Spanish. So I don't know what's being said for the text. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the words are. So it's like, well, it's just a beat 'em up. You just walk around and punch guys. I like how he does, where is it? This here. Zoop! He just nonchalantly throws it over his shoulder like, here you go. Kind of weird. You can just take out anybody behind you just by dropping it behind you like that. But he turns the opposite way. If you're facing this way, he turns to do it that way. So you got to get used to how he's going to throw it. I've never played the original City of Heroes. I think it's one of those PC online games where you make your own hero and it's an online world type thing, I believe. I mean, the Batman here doesn't look terrible, but the whole thing with the toes, you can tell they just, didn't have a boot they could use that looked good, so they just put his feet regular and painted them blue. I mean, look at that. You can see toes. It's like when I get boot Legos and they have the toes for the big figs, even though it's supposed to be like Iron Man in an armored suit. You can see their toes because they use like a Hulk type build and just painted it to look like Iron Man. Kind of thing like that for the boot Legos I always show off on this channel, which I need to do a new one. I haven't done one for a while, but the table we work on is kind of covered with a build she's working on for a boot Lego that we're gonna have to show eventually, but we just haven't gotten around to finishing it yet. Look at this. Look at how Batman is. Look, wait, watch this. Look. Look how he move. All right. Let's get some of these guys here. Yeah, there's no one-hit kill in this game, I'll tell you. But the graphic isn't bad. I don't mind the fact that it's just the bat symbol without the yellow background, the circle around it. That's fine. They've done that so many times in the comics. That actually kind of looks good to me. I could care less about the yellow symbol on the back of the bat. It's not bad. He's got the short ears like I usually prefer for Batman. Like the Jim Lee style Batman and what's his name that did oh my goodness, Dark Knight Returns, the old graphic novels there. Frank Miller. Was that Frank Miller? I'm sorry, I can't think this morning. It's only 8 o'clock. I've been up early. I like the sound effects. Pow, pow, pow. Like that. Pow. That's good. That is good. Walk, walk. Pow. Come on. Yeah, how about that, you jerk? I get infinite of these. Ugh. Slim? The guy's name is Slim. I don't know what my guy's name is. If you see in the top left-hand corner, it's a guy's face. Dooman? I can't even read it. It's cut off by the screen itself. But that's the guy you're using. They modded it to look like Batman. So, yes, you just have to accept it. It's one of those stupid things. Some of these characters look like they're from another game, and of course that's how OpenBOR is. You take graphics from different games and you build your own. But this isn't bad. I hadn't played this one before. This is really my first time playing it. I downloaded it a while ago, and I just got around to playing it this morning. This is, again, OpenBOR, so that means it's free. You don't have to feel guilty if you download it, because it's not something you can buy. It's made by fans for fans. It's not like it costs anything. It's just some guys probably at home messing around on their PC, and they made this. But I gotta tell you, some of these guys that do these, the games are more fun than real games. I played some of these OpenBOR games and had a heck of a time. And I played some real games and I've been mad and yelling and hollering at it. And it's like, what is this crap? And, you know, sometimes these games get a little overboard with the bad guys. Like, look at this here. Look at all the guys laying on the ground. You can barely walk. It's like a sea of guys passed out on the sidewalk. So, you know, that's how that is. Oh boy, enough guys already. Enough. Well, I think I beat the bad guy. Stage 1 complete. Well, that's good. My wife and I got church tonight. Tomorrow I gotta go to the dentist. Hydro Man, look at him. What's wrong? Look at him. Look at the character. That's weird. Look at those guys. They're just sitting out in the mall while Batman's walking by. Yeah, is there anything on sale? Down that way, Batman. Thank you. Thank you for cooperation. Yes, I know that's RoboCop. I could see Batman saying thank you for your cooperation now. It sounds like something Batman would say. Funny thing is, the gentleman there that plays RoboCop in the first 2 movies, Peter Weller, he ended up voicing Batman in, what was that? Dark Knight Returns, the cartoon that I was just talking about. Come on, come on. Take that, Santa Claus! I don't know who it is. Cha? Cha! Cha, cha, cha. So you gotta change your character's angle if you want to use that. You gotta face whoever you want to throw it at. He throws it in the direction he's facing. Even though he's throwing it over his shoulder, it's weird, because he'll turn to face the other way and throw it. So if you want to throw it at somebody, face them, and that's where you'll throw it. It's weird. It confused me at first, because the fact that he turns around made me think I needed to actually turn the character, when in fact I didn't. It's just he nonchalantly, whoop, throws it over his shoulder like he's just, you know, throwing out a crumbled up paper ball into a garbage can, like, zoop, 2 points. So this isn't bad, and you can play with 2 players because, you know, up top it says credit, whatever, and you can put credits. I have cheat codes, of course. I don't play without cheat codes. If you watch my channel for any length of time, you will know that. Because I don't, I think games are fun, but I think they also make them a little too hard sometimes. It's like, look, I don't have time to get good. I just want to have fun and live my life. I don't want to make my life about a video game. It's just to kill time. That's all. You know, if my wife's working or whatnot, or I've got nothing to do, I've done my housework for the day, and yes, I'm a homebody because I'm disabled, so I am home. So I'm not out and about that much like the average person is. So I do have time to kill. Look at these girls in the back. Gotcha! Okay, can I break this phone booth? Oh, good, a pizza. I got the pizza. Oh, and I also got blasted in the face. Oh, there's money in this. There's one thing Bruce Wayne likes, it's money. Alright, get away from the money, you bums. Come on, Batman, there you go. Pick up that cash, Batman. Batman likes his money. Now, I know Batman's a good guy, right? But if I was Batman, I would be tempted. I would, after I beat up some thugs that tried to attack some poor woman in an alley, to lift their wallet. I would. I'd be tempted. But I'm sure he won't because, first of all, he's a good guy. He's not horrible like I am. Second of all, he's rich. He doesn't need their money. And if he steals their money, then it's actually a crime where he robbed somebody as opposed to just, defended some woman in an alley. But the temptation would be there for me because I'm not rich. Let's face it, if some guy is beating up some poor woman in an alley trying to attack her, the last thing you're worried about is his rights. It's like, yeah, you know what, buddy? Okay, what's that? Oh! I just got blown up. What is that? Well, whatever it is, it's mine now. I had an issue. I had an issue of Spider-Man a long time ago. And I don't know if anybody knows anything about some of the old Spider-Man stories, but there was this character called the Beyonder. And he made what was called a battle world out of different planets and stuff. And he had all the heroes and villains go there for this great battle. Later on, though, the Beyonder crossed over into different Marvel comics. And one of them was Spider-Man. And the Beyonder turned this building into gold. The whole building. Everything in it. Luckily, there was no people in it, but just all the equipment, the furnace equipment, the lighting, the fixtures, the desks, everything. So Spider-Man ended up going there, and he took a notepad. Just a notepad. It was made out of pure gold, though, and of course the building got changed back. So Peter was always broke, like a lot of times he is in the comics, and he was faced with a dilemma. Hey, look at all this money. I'd be set for a long time. I could buy all the web fluid I want. I could help people. Look at this. But he felt so guilty, he ended up, I think he might have thrown it in the river or something. I can't quite remember what he did with it. But, because Peter's a good guy. There was Kratos. Did you see that? Look. It looks like Kratos. It says Joey, though, but they made it look like Kratos, kind of. Look, see? Kratos, the breath freshener. But I'd be tempted. I'll tell you what, if I was Peter, I'm horrible, I suppose. I probably would have kept the tablet, the notepad or whatever, and just cashed in and got some money. It was just a notepad, but that's the kind of guy that Peter is in the comics. Or was. I don't know how they're writing him anymore, because I gotta be honest, I haven't read a comic book in a year. I read Garfield every day, and I buy the Garfield books. I love Garfield. But comic books have gone the way of the dinosaur for me because over the years they've just ruined them. The writing is terrible. Some of the artwork was getting bad. But now, from what I've seen, a lot of the artwork isn't that bad anymore. They're getting some nice young talent that can draw. And that's good. But unfortunately, a lot of agendas are in these stories, and I don't want to start a rant about that. But I don't approve a lot of the stories they're writing, and I think a lot of it is too adult for children. So it's like, they're supposed to be fun superheroes. If I want to read something really bad, something really depressing, I'll read my diary. But if it's supposed to be for children or young adults, teens or whatever, do we have to push such horrible things on them? Can we let our youth grow up first before they have to deal with all these weirdo things out there? So anyways, but yeah, I haven't read a comic book in so long. I miss reading Batman, and I miss reading Spider-Man, and my favorite is the Incredible Hulk. I love the Incredible Hulk. I was reading Incredible Hulk when I was 7 years old. my family, we moved to a trailer in Monmouth from where we were living in Lewiston, here in Maine. And when we moved there, there was a counter in the kitchen, a slide counter. We opened it, and whoever was there before left this huge stack of comic books. So my brother and I divided them up, and I ended up getting like the Marvel stuff, and he got like the DC stuff. He preferred DC. Me, I didn't care. I was 7. I just figured, oh, it's a superhero. Who cares? And I grew to lean more towards Marvel, where as he grew up, he tended to lean more towards DC. Although I did get DC later. I did collect Batman for quite a while. Look at Hydro Man. Look at his back, how it's all weird. That's kind of crap, to be honest. But I don't blame the guy that made the OpenBOR. I think he's just using the sprites available. So. Oh, would you face the right way, Batman? Okay, I'm trying to get him, but he's off screen. So that means I gotta lure him over here. Come on, get Hydro Man. Get Hydro Man. Keep throwing your little bat bombs. I just punched Hydro Man in the face. How do you punch Hydro Man? He's water, isn't he? Imagine if he was made out of milk, he'd be Milkman, right? Instead of Hydro Man, he'd be Milkman. Yeah, take that. Just keep throwing these bombs in. You guys want to overpower me? Good. Here we go. See what I mean? How there's so many bad guys? I think the guys that make these, they probably figure are going to cheat anyways. Or maybe it's just, let's see who can get the high score. But, you know, if you're going to put a storyline with words and everything, you know, give us a kind of a fair shot. Oh, yeah, this is going to be the last section I play here, because I'm actually, my wrist is starting to hurt. No rapid fire on this one. Oh, wow, there are just so many bad guys. Can I get Hydro Man or what? Get out of the way, Kratos, the breath freshener. Yes, I'm cheesing it. I know I am, but I'm getting a little fed up, to be honest. Just a little much. Oh, thank the Lord. Stage 2, that's it. And some of these OpenBOR games go on for a while. I've seen some that go, like, I played one that was, like, almost 3 hours long one day. I had to do it in 2 different sections because it took so long. Well, level 3 is Claw for the bad guy. Capitulo. But that is the game. This is, again, an OpenBOR game. It is City of Heroes Marvel, version 3.0, build 4086. I don't think that matters, but just if you're wondering what version it is. So, it's got your cheats. It's not a bad little game so far. I say so far, because you never know, you go further in the game, it could turn out to be a turd sandwich. So, but as of the first 2 levels, it's not bad. It's got a few extra bad guys to fight, though. There's no easy or hard or medium choices. It's just one game. Boom, play it, the end. Not too bad. So if the gentleman that made the game sees my video, I say it's pretty good. I don't know, if you update it, I don't know, maybe if there a way to put in a choice of easy, medium, and hard levels, so maybe you don't have as many bad guys, so you don't have to have the codes on all the time. Me, I'd have the codes on no matter what, and maybe that's what he's thinking. He's like, I'll just make it hard, and if people want to cheat, they can, the end. They can tailor it to what they want, which is what cheating is about for me, for games. You know, if I want to jump higher, I can. If I want to live longer, I can. If I have infinite money or infinite weapons or infinite lives, the choice is up to you. So that's why I like cheating on games. And I lean a lot towards OpenBOR games sometimes because they have that built in. You can cheat, you can play the game, and you can actually beat the game. Because a lot of games you can't. So I always am interested in what the community for OpenBOR folks do, because they take stuff and they make the games that you kind of wish you could. I would never want to try to work with OpenBOR. I don't have much computer savvy. I know enough to be dangerous, and I know enough to blow up my computer and have my friend Spice come over and fix it. But that's about it. I can play a few games, put in a few cheat codes, but relatively I don't have a super knowledge of PCs, and I'm honestly not that interested. I like to play with the PC. Just like, driving a car, just because you can drive a car doesn't mean you know how to take one apart. Although it's helpful if you do, right? Well, that's it. Hey, I didn't get mad in this video. I'm very, very pleased about that. I didn't get mad. I didn't holler and lose my mind over anything. So that's good. It's been a while. Okay, well, we're at 21 minutes. I'll talk to you kiddies later.